I'm Colleen Marble, editor of Signature Magazine, the quarterly publication of the Bluetooth SIG. Today I'm speaking with Henry Penix and Peter Hauser of ZOMM, maker of the world's first wireless leash for mobile phones. Welcome, Henry and Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us a little bit about who you are and what your role is at ZOMM?
Yes, this is Henry Penix, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of ZOMM, and Peter is joining us. He is our CTO.
So what exactly is a ZOMM, and how did you come up with the idea for this product?
Well, ZOMM is the world's first wireless leash for mobile phones, and it was an idea that actually my wife came up with, Laurie Penix. She had gotten a couple of telephone calls from friends wanting to borrow phones until they could replace the ones that their husbands had lost. I guess she blamed it on the husbands. And out of that birthed ZOMM. My wife started reading about Bluetooth technology and said, you know, who's the best in the world to help us bring this to market, and how can we get it to market to solve that common need among 5 billion cell phone users?
Yeah, and Henry, he contacted me and floated the idea by me of ZOMM, and I'd never heard of such a device before, and in my former role at the Bluetooth SIG, I'd been exposed to many different devices. Seeing the potential of that product, I was quite excited to get involved.
So a wireless leash, describe what that is.
When you say the word leash, you automatically think of having your dog on a leash, you know, walking your dog so you never lose your dog or your dog never gets away from you. Same thing with ZOMM. Once you connect it and pair it with your cell phone, then the wireless part is the Bluetooth technology that actually keeps it connected to your phone. So in a typical situation, someone would put a ZOMM on their keychain, or they may clip it on their purse, and whenever that is separated from their cell phone, an alarm goes off. It first vibrates, and then it flashes light, and then an audible alert sounds, ensuring that your phone will never separate from you or your ZOMM. Secondly, we added the feature of call notification. ZOMM makes it possible, whereas you get the same alarm notifications. You get a vibration, you see the flashing light, and then you actually hear an audible alert that says you're getting a phone call. So with one push of the button, you can actually answer that call, and there's a great speakerphone on the back with a noise-canceling microphone that you can actually carry on a conversation right through your ZOMM as a mobile speakerphone, not have to dig in your purse, not have to pull over and take a call on the side of the road, but you can actually take it right from your ZOMM. The third thing it does is it actually acts as a personal safety device, in that with one push of the same button, you hold it down for about 9 seconds because we didn't want to get any false alerts. Hold that down for about 9 seconds, and you'll also hear a panic alarm go off that would ward off any, would-be attackers, or if you find yourself in an uncomfortable situation. And if you continue pressing that button, it will actually call emergency assistance from anywhere in the world. And there's a pre-recorded message that goes out when emergency assistance answered, and it says, this user is having an emergency. If this user cannot speak, please send help to this phone's location immediately. Because remember, it's connected via Bluetooth to your cell phone, and they can triangulate your position and send help immediately. If you can speak, then you use the speakerphone functionality of ZOMM telling emergency assistance from anywhere in the world what your problem is and what you need. So those are the 3 main things that it does. The world's first wireless leash, you'll never lose or forget your phone, call notification, and then lastly, as we just described, it's a personal safety and security device that you can have with you all the time, 24 hours a day.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about how Bluetooth technology is used within the device, why you selected Bluetooth instead of maybe another wireless technology, and exactly how that's being implemented in the device. Maybe this is a question for Peter.
First of all, we wanted a device that had a ubiquitous mobile phone technology. And as you are well aware, Colleen, the Bluetooth technology became the number one choice very quickly. The second criteria was that we wanted to make sure that our product would connect to every mobile phone that has been developed that supports Bluetooth wireless technology. And so the natural choice for that was to leverage the hands-free and headset profiles that are the ubiquitous mobile phone profiles. So another major factor was the stability of the specification. We wanted a specification and standard that we knew would not only endure for the next few years, but be a long-standing standard. And so it was very clear to us that the hands-free and headset Bluetooth specifications were the right specifications to choose for this product. We also knew that there are future opportunities within the Bluetooth standards that, of course, we're open to exploring. And so as a result, we wanted to have a growth path and a path forward and not be part of a stagnant standard. ZOMM currently uses classic Bluetooth 2.1 plus EDR technology. We've just qualified it using 2.1 plus EDR, hands-free, and headset profile technology. And we really wanted to use the 2.1 plus EDR because of the enhanced security benefits and the value of the sniff sub-rating capability that is within that standard. And there was no need to move towards Bluetooth 3.0 because we're not using high-speed technology within the ZOMM device for obvious reasons. We're not pushing a lot of data back and forth. So anyway, that was the reasoning behind using the 2.1 standard or classic Bluetooth technology, as we call it. In terms of low-energy technology, we are definitely open to using that once it is stabilized. And then I think we as leaders in this space, of course, would look to that technology to break open and lead in that space as well.
We're a technology company. We're not just a ZOMM company, and we fully intend on utilizing all aspects of Bluetooth as they are rolled out and as they are stabilized.
Why do you suppose the time is so right for a product like ZOMM?
Well, I think a lot of things happened at once. I think, one, you have one of the largest growing markets in the world, which is people using phones, and just about every phone created nowadays and moving forward is using the Bluetooth technology. So I think now is the time where we could actually bring a product to market to utilize that specific technology and appeal to such a broad market. And as I was telling you before, everyone has either lost or forgotten their cell phone at one time or another. And when they hear about ZOMM and what it will do, all of a sudden they take 30 seconds to think about it, and they pull up all of these instances where they have lost, or their friends have lost, or their kids have lost, or their spouse has lost or forgotten their mobile phone at one time or another. And I think because mobile phones are almost considered an appendage to the human body these days, the market, the technology, the people involved in our company, everything has lined up perfectly to bring something to market with some of the largest mass appeal that I've ever seen in my life. And Colleen, that's just with losing your phone. When you add the mobile speakerphone, when you add the personal safety and security features to it, it literally breaks open to everyone in the world. And we're very, very excited about that.
ZOMM acknowledges the fact that the value of the information that is now being stored on a mobile phone outweighs the value of the hardware itself. In other words, we are now seeing that a mobile phone is no longer worth so much because as a piece of hardware it's so expensive, although some are, but mainly because the information contained within that mobile phone is so valuable that in the wrong hands or if lost, it would lead to a loss of productivity and potentially even security issues for companies. So I think that coupled with the critical mass of Bluetooth wireless technology in mobile phones today has led to this opportunity.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today, gentlemen.